Hey YouTube, MJ back after a slight hiatus due to some medical stuff and also planning a Transformers convention. Just a little one. It was fun though. And we're gonna come right back into things with a custom. This is another piece done by AZdragon. You've seen a lot of his work on my channel. This is actually probably the biggest piece I've had done by him. It started off as the US release of Masterpiece 10. I'm not going to do the whole transformation in this video. I'm mainly going to focus on the paint he's applied for the repaint and a few things relating to that. So let's get started. We'll do the trailer first and get the cab out of the way because the cab's the part that everybody's looking for. My goal was I really like the teal on black look, so that's what I commissioned him for. He's got the tracks and the treads for where it comes out. Silver and metallic teal striping all around the sides. He did a silver on the top. All in all, it is a trailer. It's an look at the back end. He's got all the door knobs painted, the locks, all of that, and just looks great. Split open the cab. And then inside, I'm going to be panning in and out a lot for this review. He went with a nice brushed weather look for the arms, to make it look like they've actually been used and are evil. It's one of the few times I actually really liked the way a nice dry brushing looks. Little teal highlights on the sides. Gray window, he's got the gray around it. Teal highlights inside the actual cockpit. He didn't paint Spike, which I'm perfectly fine with because frankly Spike is just kind of there and I don't really care about him. Moving that out of the way, you have the two possible driver's compartments done in gray and light silver. Same with black and silver on the pistons. All in all, it's a really nice detailing on a trailer. Actually, he did this as a rush job for me to get it done by the conventions, so I really want to show this off. The trailer he did a lot of detail on that I was indifferent about whether he did or not, just because I did have him asked him to kind of rush the job. So the fact that he was able to do such a nice job, even rushed, is really impressive. And honestly, it's always going to be in actual trailer mode because I love the way that teal looks. So we'll pop the trailer out of the way and quickly show off Roller, or Nemesis Roller. The Nemesis Roller has that flat gray carried throughout, just like the alt mode. Nice, the metallic silver or teal highlights periodically throughout, and just a nice little figure that again didn't really matter to me if he painted or not, but it's cool that he did. Getting that out of the way. Now actual Prime. Well, I'll do one more thing before Prime. As you can see, this is the regular axe. He did give it more of a dark red, clear red, to make it more of a Nemesis representation for the axe. So he did do that detail too. I'm mainly showing that now because there's a chance I'll forget about it, because I have a different weapon I have Prime use at all times, and I'll show that off in a second. Now, the main thing this was representing is the Takara, or a Black Prime release, only with more of the teal, because that metallic teal Autobot symbol striping down the side. Black. He did the windows in translucent red. And you can open it up. See if I can get this to work. Oh well. I'll show that off at a different time. All in all, it was a fairly basic repaint, nothing astounding in this mode. And for the sake of saving time, I'm not going to show the transformation because there's plenty of places online that you can view the transformation for this mold. If it hadn't been out for so long, I'd show it, but there are much more interesting reviewers that you've probably already watched this. So we'll be back with robot mode in just a second. And we're back with Prime in robot mode. Now this is the mode where I think this custom and this toy in general really shines. In the other modes, yes, it's a great looking truck and trailer. But that said, Prime is Prime. We all know him as the heroic Autobot leader, or in many cases, the Nemesis version that this represents, which is the basically evil clone. But ever since they announced that there was going to be a Black Masterpiece 10 by Takara, there have been issues for me with it. It was $160. They simplified it just down to the robot, the axe, and the gun. You didn't get the trailer, you didn't get roller, you didn't get spike. You didn't get any of that. And it was $160 at the most US retail markets. And it's basically just black, silver, and grays. So this is the point where I talked to AZdragon about this beautiful piece. I have an obsession with teal on black. I love the way it looks. I think it's a very nice, classy color combination. And because of that, I wanted my Masterpiece 10, and this is the only Masterpiece 10 I have, to really represent that. Which is how he came up with this design. Going in through it step by step, we start off with the new black head, red eyes. He's got a very nice metallic teal throughout the head crest. The red windows shown again. The teal striping from the vehicle mode, in addition to the triangle and bars in teal. Translucent red to replace the translucent yellow crotch pieces. That becomes gray. Still have the silver. The vents are now that metallic teal. The teal Autobot symbol. Again, I'm not going to delve into articulation or anything with this guy because he is a repaint. That said, we're not looking at this for what the figure is. Because if you collect masterpieces, you're going to own this figure. If you collect Optimus Primes, you're going to own this figure. It's pretty much, in my view, one of the quintessential figures to own for a Masterpiece Transformer in general collection. That's not what's being reviewed here, though. What's being reviewed here is the fact that if you look at this toy, it looks like it came from a factory. If you see it in person, it feels like it came from a factory. There is no blemishes, there's no QC issues in the paint, there's no smudging, there's no nothing. It feels like it's something that if you're buying a high-end toy from a store, this is what you should get without question. This is literally almost a perfect production run type custom. And I want to thank AZdragon for that. It's something that I'm extremely proud to own. His paintwork is impeccable. The coloring to try to get a teal that's almost exactly like the one used for the Tokyo Toy Show Classics Prime was amazing. If you have the means, and I'm not going to tell you how much he costs, but if you really want a Black Prime, don't go with the Takara one. If you're open to a custom, try to find, it's $100 for the US release, you get the trailer, and shoot AZdragon a PM or an email. His work is definitely worth it. His speed is... Yes, this was a rush job, but it was still very quick. I mean, his work has always been quick for me, no matter what, whether rush job or not. As long as you're just looking for a repaint work on your customs, this is the guy you should be talking to. It's clean, it's factory, it's gorgeous. Honestly, the toy is basically flawless for me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank AZdragon, Frank, for such a beautiful figure again. And I cannot wait for the next custom I have coming from you. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you soon.